Hey y'all, it's Reggie here, and I'm making my vlog. I'm so sorry, it has been a couple of days since I posted anything. What's been going on? I've been writing, y'all. This book is just pouring out. Y'all know Jamie sent back a lot of notes. She sent me back, she probably wrote as many notes as I had written the book. She wrote as many notes as I had written the book, and a lot of them were structural things. So I'm basically taking sections. I'm cutting a lot of things. There were 120,000, 130,000 words that I delivered to her. I knew that that was a lot, but that's what you do. You write it all out, and then you be able to edit it down, and you have enough material. And that's I knew that. I was very excited to have given her that much work, and so now I've got to cut that down to 80 to 90,000 words. I'm going to be aiming for around the 80,000 words. I want it to be a nice, easy read. I want people to just sit down and just let it flow over them. Simple, simple, simple. And a lot of the ideas are dense. So another thing that I'm doing is I'm really simplifying things down to make it, nice and simple. I had a really intense dream last night. I had a dream that someone was being really critical of my clothing. And so they were going to take me shopping. And they took me shopping, and it turned out that they were just trying to seduce me, and I was going along with the seduction. Now, mind you, I'm here isolated, right? And so I'm like, I'm here isolated. So, there's not been any intimacy for me, and I'm not doing the self thing. That just don't want to get into that. It just takes my focus. I'm channeling all of my energy into my work. Anyway, that said, I'm not living like I am living. I'm living like a monk. Oh my God, I'm living like a monk. I'm a monk. I'm officially a monk. Okay, anyway, all that stuff set aside. So, this person brings me in, and they're like showing me clothes, and everything looks great. And then there was some nice slippers, and then there was a place where you could get a facial and Botox. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I have a little bit of sort of pigment is starting to kind of come into my. That's what melanin, baby. It's melanin. It's everywhere. It's in my eyes too. And they were bleaching my eyes. And I thought, well, that's interesting. And then they took me in. I think I don't want to name a. I'm gonna name a name brand. It was Ralph Lauren. It was a Ralph Lauren store, but like a custom Ralph Lauren store. And then they had like a BDSM section of the Ralph Lauren store. So I had undressed to get like all done up in my whatever gear I was going to be wearing. And the person pulled me outside naked and like set me in front of the store, and then they closed the door, and I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So there was this big like lighted Rolex sign, and I took the Rolex sign, and it had, it was like a regular like box sign with like a light inside of it so that the Rolex word was lit. I took that whole mamma jamma and I wrapped her around my waist and hailed a cab. I got in the cab and I was like, cab driver, can you take me? I was robbed. And really, I wasn't a lie. I had been robbed. I had been robbed. They had taken my things and then they had locked me out. And so then the cab driver drove me back to wherever I was, and my husband was there and he was really upset. And it turned out the person who had like tricked me into this, and the reason that I was doing it in the first place is because I didn't follow the dress code, and it started out as like, you're going to get fired if you don't do this. So there was a sexual harassment suit in there somewhere too. But I finally walked out, and there were all these cameras, and they had called the news crews because they wanted to publicly shame me. And I stood in front of all those cameras, and I was silent. And then I woke up, and it felt so good. And like what I took from the dream, and y'all can interpret all you want, but I'm coming to understand that the images that come to me because I have a particular understanding. So what I got out of it was that I can't be shamed if I don't have secrets. So being naked it wasn't a blow to me. Being seduced, it wasn't a blow to me, right? Being sexual, it wasn't a blow to me. I'm sexual. I'm queer, right? I have sex with people, right? So those things don't they're not shameful to me. And so I think the message for today is, how can you live in a way, and I'm not saying that it's easy, although it's what I'm moving towards. How can you live in a way where no one holds power over you because of your secrets and your shame? No one holds power over you because of your secrets and your shame. In other words, people, I'm saying go in and get clean. Get clean. Okay? So that's it for today. I hope that has been useful to someone. I'm here. I'm still well. Things are getting really rough here in Detroit, but I'm safe. And I thank you all for your concerns and your calls and all the things. And so bless you all. Oh, I finally got my nail polish off. That felt good. All right. Anyway, peace.